Well, I think our ball movement is always something that's critical to us, and when you win and you're making shots, it tends to move a little better. I would actually, say lots of times when we go back and review, I don't think the ball movement it's not a huge step backwards. Sometimes we're maybe not making as many shots, and we're not, just kind of, at the end of the day, you got to take advantage of the good looks, the good opportunities, especially when you're playing good teams. And there's been some nights when we just haven't made, the few good looks you get, you got to make them. And then that, obviously the ball moves better, or the assists are higher, and all those things. So, and sometimes it's good defense. But I think the ball movement, for the most part, is pretty good, even when we lose.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yep.
Starter line.
The same group as Saturday, so Jeff, Kyle, Talbot, Paul, and Al.
Tiago different.
Yeah, Tiago's out for tonight.
So that just the other inactive.
We're going to think about it. So, between now and the game, the other inactive will decide.
Is Talbot on a minutes restriction?
No, not really. In some of the back-to-backs, some back-to-backs he just hasn't played. And then when he has played, I think, 2 sets of back-to-backs where he played both nights. And those nights I've tried to keep his minutes down. And going into the season, we were restricted, but I think he's reached the stage where he's kind of just playing.
How is he playing?
He's playing great. Yeah, he's been really good. His defense, you guys watched him for a long time, so he's been the Tabo that I know we love. So.
How's the team health-wise after going through another 4-game and 5-night stretch?
It seems good. I think we've played two of the 4 and 5s already in the first month of the season, so I think that's tested us, physically. Hopefully, maybe in some strange way, we're in better shape than anybody because we've had to play a lot of games, and I think this is 20 games in 35 days or something like that. So the guys seem like they're in a good place and ready to go tonight.
Where are you rotation-wise with the injuries and having to adjust to the schedule? I mean, is it where you want it to be or where you see it?
I would say we're like probably every NBA team where you're constantly, you get one guy back and then maybe someone else is injured. It'll be nice to have Tabo and Bays, and Jeff obviously missed some games. So it feels like the wings and the point guard, that rotation is maybe getting closer. Without Tiago, the bigs, you're kind of just feeling it out and seeing what works.
Big news in the NBA last night with Kobe announcing this will be his last season, and he comes here Friday. Just kind of, do you have any recollections of going against him, or?
Yeah. Nightmares. I mean, he's just one of the most incredible players in our league and our generation, and lots of playoff battles, lots of big shots. Just an incredible competitor, making plays on both ends of the court. Anytime he rose up to shoot, at the end of the game, he just you felt like he was going to make a lot of shots and make big shots, and a lot of battles. So I know the whole league will miss him. It's not fun when he wins those battles, but when someone like that's gone, you miss it.
You talked about Tabo's defense and also how good it's been tonight. Obviously, we'll have the big test. I'm guessing going against KD.
Right.
Do you think that familiarity helps at all?
Well, I mean, Kevin Durant is so good that it's like you just want to make everything as difficult as possible. But you do hope that maybe some familiarity, some little extra knowledge of maybe what he likes to do can help Tabo make it difficult for Durant. He's obviously been close to him and watched him up close for however many years it was, and hopefully that can be helpful to him and us tonight.
Do you have any thoughts on the East being more competitive? I think they have. Last time I checked, they were over 500 versus the West. There's a lot more teams within striking distance of a playoff spot. What's your overall impression of the Eastern Conference and its depth?
Yeah, I mean, I think the stats are kind of showing it or saying it, and I would say as we play and prepare, it just seems like there's a lot more depth, a lot more quality teams in the East, and it's making every night for us in the East tougher. And when teams from the West are playing Eastern Conference teams, I think they're being challenged and pushed. We think it's in a good way. I don't, we may regret or we may not like it that way. Right. Everybody talks about it. I'm not sure selfish where we want it to go.